From Mamma Mia, welcome to The Spill, your daily pop culture fix. I'm Laura Brodnick.
And I'm Anne Burnham.
And welcome to Weekend Watch, where we talk about the best new TV shows and movies that have just dropped this week in time for the weekend. We have two doozies to talk about today.
You didn't let me do my intro.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and do your intro.
Weekend Watch. Woo.
Okay. Literally never heard you do that before.
It's different every time.
Okay.
I think we should put them all together. Let's get let's give our team more work.
Yep.
Michael, who is our video producer, if you could just smash them all together. Josh, who's also our video producer, help him out.
I'm going to offline this from the
Scott,
pod listeners.
who's our audio producer. Let's all get the boys together.
Just these men deal with enough drama from us every single day. They can't deal with this.
All my Weekend Watch intros in a row, and let's get the spillers to vote for them. And then instead
let's get a famous musician or singer to set them to a funky tune.
Oh, who should we get?
Remix them.
Sabrina Carpenter. If you boys can handle that, that'd be great.
Okay, great. We'll get in touch with her.
Yeah.
Anyway, coming up the show today, as I said, we're talking about two new TV shows that have just come out this week, but also so this comes out at 6 a.m. I'm not awake, but I'm guessing half the world is awake because they know that later today Taylor Swift's new album is going to be released into the world.
Oh my God. I am so excited because I'm going away for the long weekend.
Oh.
So, and it's I'm driving for about 3 hours and I'm going to listen to that whole album.
Well, I am spending my Saturday going to the movies to see the Taylor Swift movie. Would I do that if I was in this job? Maybe not, but I'm not only I'm going to the movie and then I'm going straight home to my laptop where I'm going to write a review that's going to go live on Saturday.
You mean you're not going to bring your laptop into the movie cinema?
Yeah, I'm just in the movie recapping live.
And your laptop is old.
Okay. Yeah.
It makes noises. It's going to distract from the whole movie.
Flight the other day. But also just keep an eye out on the Spill socials over the weekend because Tina Burke and I are going to be doing live a live review on our stories and reaction.
So funny.
But also next week we have some very special Taylor Swift content planned with a Taylor Swift insider. That's all I'll say.
I know exactly. Okay.
You know the story.
Yeah.
So guys, be watching the Spill next week. Anyway, that is this afternoon's excitement, next week's excitement. Today we have our recommendations for the weekend. Take it away, Emily. Please don't sing.
Okay. I'll try not to. No, okay. I won't sing. So I started watching a TV show this week.
Huge.
That I was so excited to recommend for Weekend Watch. And now was thinking about maybe I shouldn't recommend it.
Anti-recommendation?
It's not an anti-recommendation. It's a recommendation where it's so bad it's kind of good.
Sometimes it's a warning. Not everything we talk about in this episode can be the greatest movie in the world, the greatest TV show in the world, because that would be a lie and we don't lie to the spillers.
Exactly.
This is more of you've seen this out in the world.
It's more I want other people to see it so we can just talk shit about it.
Yeah.
It's a TV show on Disney Plus and it's created and starred by our good friend Glen Powell.
Oh, Glen Powell.
It's called Chad Powers.
I've got the ick already.
I've watched the first episode.
Yeah.
It's not bad. But in relation to other comedy, it's meant to be a comedy sports show.
Yeah.
In relation to the comedy sports shows we have now, like a Ted Lasso, it falls a bit short.
Okay.
So it stars Glen Powell. He plays this really famous NFL player quarterback named Russ Holiday. Russ is a shit guy.
Okay.
And not in a shit guy where the character is he's just misunderstood by everyone in his life. No, he's bad.
He's an actual shit guy.
Yeah. A young child dies of cancer and he's did he take the vaccine? He's a bad person.
I'm obviously laughing because that's ridiculous.
He's a bad person who's been shamed from the sport. He's uninsurable, basically. Yeah. So he can't even do little TV segments or little movie segments. He's just this really, really famous guy that no one wants anything to do with him because he's trash.
Yeah.
He misses the game. So his dad works in prosthetics for Hollywood and his dad gave him a little prosthetic nose and wig because he doesn't have a job. So his dad's you're going to have to start working for me because you need to make money. You can't sleep on my couch all day.
Yeah.
He's Michael Bay needs this mask. Go drive over to Hollywood and give it to him.
Oh, to the Michael Bay.
To the Michael Bay.
Transformers visionary extraordinaire.
Transformers, slightly problematic.
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
Wildly problematic.
Russ is in his car and he's just thinking about himself because there's nothing else to think about when you're Russ Holiday. And then he kind of looks at the prosthetics and he's maybe I can get back into the NFL if I just pretend to be someone else. And then that's the whole show.
That's the whole
show. It's him putting on this alter ego named Chad Powers to get back into footy because that's all he ever wanted to do. And you know what? I'm sure he learned some lessons on the way. Haven't got to that part yet.
You've got to listen. So the thing is,
it's got some real bad reviews, which makes me really sad.
Oh, but also sometimes the first episode is just a bit rocky and you've got to push through, but you're not getting that vibe.
I'm not getting that vibe so far. I think because, I've recommended so many like sport adjacent TV shows. Like we love Ted Lasso. We love Running Point. We loved the others. Those are the only two that come to my head.
We love talking about sports through the lens of a Taylor Swift song.
And it also helps us understand sports more, which is what they're like, like when Drive to Survive took off and they just got all these females into like the F1 sport. Like I think everyone in Hollywood is trying to jump on that bandwagon. Like we have Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney making their like documentaries on sport. Evil Longoria's jumping on sports. Glen Powell tried to jump on sport.
Yeah, what do you think? Do we think Glen Powell's okay? That's my question. Do we think that poor boy's okay? Because
remember he did that GQ interview that we loved.
Yeah, but you can't make a career of that, Emily.
But what I think is like what happened was I think the GQ interview kind of like now falls short for me because of Chad Powers.
Because it hasn't backed up with the work he's put out. I just think he came out of the gate so strong with his first blockbuster role in Top Gun Maverick.
I was going to say The Idea of You.
He wasn't in that.
Oh, yeah. What's it called?
Anyone
I'm
But
Missing You. Oh, Anyone But You. I'm Missing You.
These movie names are also nondescript.
God, we need a holder convention.
He came out of the gate so strong with Top Gun Maverick, and even though Miles Teller was the star, he was kind of the fan favorite star and everyone loved him.
So hot with his little toothpick.
Yeah, exactly. So hot. Can't talk about it. And then Anyone But You became such a huge success, and he was so good on the press tour for that. He was there trying to be all like quirky and fun. He would do like sing-alongs with the crowd.
He got his parents involved. He got Brisket involved, his dog.
Yeah, his parents walking around signs saying, "Stop trying to make Glen Powell happen." So cutesy, so funny. He had that horrific breakup with his girlfriend. Somehow
I forgot about that.
Came out smelling like roses. And then he was the chosen one of Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he went to the Tom Cruise School of Acting.
Which we've learned sounds very prestigious. Like it's going to be in an academy or in a bunker somewhere. It's actually in Tom Cruise's house and you just go in and watch all his movies.
It's in Tom Cruise's house, but Tom Cruise is not there.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is too busy. But then Glenn had to go to all of Tom Cruise's premieres and stuff and have popcorn with him. Remember that? Because Tom Cruise loves popcorn.
He loves popcorn so much, more than us.
Well,
and we really love popcorn.
We love popcorn. Do you think that Glenn was like a rebellious child picking this TV show? What's it called again? Chad Powers.
Chad Powers.
So nondescript. Do you think that Glenn was like, I'm going to make my own decisions because now I've graduated from the Tom Cruise School of Acting and I'm ready to get out there. Yeah. And he chose Chad Powers and then he sat down with Tom Cruise and Tom Cruise is too busy, so he's on a video call and he shows it to Tom and Tom is like, I'm so disappointed in you. Yeah. This is not what I taught you.
I think
Tom Cruise won't even allow himself to die in a movie, get properly hurt in a movie. He won't allow himself to be like filmed from certain angles. Like he is the mythology of Tom Cruise. He has to be the same
height as all of his like female love interests.
Yeah, he like gets people cut off at the knees if they're taller than him. He's got lifts in his shoes and his hair.
What I think Glen Powell did was that he thought Chad Powers was a safe bet because if you read between the lines, Chad Powers is actually an amalgamation of every other movie he's done. Yeah. So we've got The Hitman where he's like alter ego. We have
and that got bad reviews as well.
Bad reviews. Yeah. We've got Top Gun Maverick where he's like this big sporty good looking guy.
Yeah. He's like, guys, remember when I was cool and fabulous?
We got The Idea of You, About You.
Anyone But You.
Anyone But You.
Jesus Christ.
Anyone But You.
Where there's like Anne Hathaway and
there's
bring
like
her
a
into
blonde female love interest.
Yeah.
So he thought, I've got all of these good aspects of that everyone loves about me. If I put them all in one show, surely that's a given. Everyone will love
it. Slam dunk, and he thought everyone's going to see me as this cool comedic actor, and it's going to open up all of these other roles for him, and it just.
And then we all just went, don't like it.
Well,
I mean, it's early days. The show could get better.
So everyone just watch it just so you can talk to Emily about it. Where can we watch it?
On Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus. Okay.
If you wanna
thoughts and prayers with Glen Powell. I hope he's okay.
I hope he's okay. He's fine. He's hot.
Okay. He's hot. He's fine. He's fine. Okay, changing tact a bit because I am recommending a new erotic psychological thriller.
Erotic psychological
all
thriller.
The buzzwords we love.
You've been doing a lot of thrillers lately.
I'm looking for thrills in my life from the safety of my little apartment.
I'm getting scared.
No, you'll like this one. You'll like this one a lot. Well, you'll feel very deeply about it.
I've just started watching your last week's rec, Wayward.
Yeah,
Toni
that's an
Collette's
intense.
so scary.
I'm scared of Toni Collette as well.
God, she's so
I never want to
scary.
be alone in a room with her.
Yeah.
So what I'm recommending this week, which will give you nightmares for the rest of the week and make you never touch another human being again, is a new show that's just come out on Stan today, a new 6-part series called Watching You. Now, here's how I'm going to get you into the show. It stars one of our faves, Aisha D.
I love Aisha D.
So many roles. Known for The Bold Type. She was Cat in The Bold Type. She was recently in Apple Cider Vinegar on Netflix. Some people would know her from The Saddle Club, her first big role.
That's where I know.
Yeah. That's why you're starstruck by her.
You hung out with her recently.
I did. I interviewed her for No Filter. Sorry to cheat on the spill.
Yeah, cheater.
And I broke my rule of interviewing people on my favorite TV shows because I love The Bold Type. I watch it all the time. So I try not to make eye contact with her for the whole hour-long interview.
Yeah.
But she's got an incredible story, like her whole career, what she's been through in the industry, but also in her personal life. And unfortunately, I did yell at her just once because she couldn't remember how The Bold Type ended.
Oh my
and I've
God.
watched that episode about 50 times. So
she's so cool.
she's the coolest person.
Like
She's
even
such
taking a
good
photo with her,
actress.
she touched my back.
Did she? And you haven't watched that back since?
No.
Okay.
She's just so freaking like beautiful.
The most beautiful.
Like
and
that
funny
photo
and
of
smart.
us, I
We're
think I'm
obsessed with her.
staring right into her eyes. And she's probably like,
I've never
"Ugh."
seen an office full of women get so giggly and nervous as when Aisha
We all
D came in.
went silent. She's like, do you guys want to all jump in for the photo? And we're like,
Yeah.
okay.
And everyone was like, no. Anyway, I'll link the No Filter in the show notes if anyone wants to listen. But what's so interesting is like, yeah, she's come back to do all these incredible Australian productions and Watching You is one of them. So in it, she plays a young woman called Lena who is engaged and like very happy in a relationship. And then she has a chance encounter with a mysterious stranger and they have a night of wild passion.
Oh.
Which you think that could be the story. It's like, does she go back to her fiance? Does she stay with this guy? But the story gets much more intense because that night of passion has been secretly filmed, she finds out later. And then
By
she
who?
has to, well, that's the mystery, isn't it?
Oh, no.
And then she starts getting blackmail and she starts unraveling all these different story threads and it becomes very, very intense. There's a bit of a stalking element and Aisha D is just so good in it. It's one of her best performances. But it is a very like tense watch. Like my heart was beating so fast in the first few episodes.
God. Is it like fully thriller or is it like comedic elements?
There's some. It's not. I wouldn't watch it for a laugh.
Okay.
I wouldn't watch it for a lol with
So
the
I'm
girls.
like, it's not like You.
No.
Okay.
It's much more highbrow than
Oh,
that.
okay.
It's much more.
Oh, so it's
up a
serious.
few
Serious
rungs.
stalking.
It is, yeah. It's a serious story, but yeah, it opens up a lot of different like kind of discussions around the surveillance world we live in and dating and hookup
my
culture
God.
and who you can trust. And it's one of those things where like just be careful not to get any spoilers beforehand because like it's one of those TV shows where there's 6 episodes and
Was it
each
her fiance filming that?
Emily, that's not the point. Imagine if it before the show has even like properly come out and they have been so careful, Aisha and her co-stars on the press tour, they've been so careful not to spoil anything.
You know what I think
Imagine
it-
if
you know
just
who I think
spoiled
it
the whole
is?
thing. Okay.
I think her fiance is also cheating. And as a way out of the relationship, he got the person he was cheating with to film them to push her to break up.
I'm literally not saying anything.
I think that's great storytelling on my
okay,
behalf.
but I think you'll just have to watch it. So it's like every episode there's like a new reveal.
Oh,
Yeah, of like where the plot's going and like lots of twists and turns. But also
maybe
it just,
she filmed it herself and she had the camera
I'm going to
set
stop
up.
you right there and say that. You can't guess the ending.
Okay.
You can't guess the reveal.
I'll
But I
watch
think
it.
you would really like it.
Yeah, I love her. I watch everything she's in.
I would just watch it for her, but it's also just really good storytelling, great Australian cast, great Australian production, and just
There's a lot of hotties in it.
so many
I saw the
hotties.
trailer.
Again, I was like, oh, I know this is meant to be like a critique of society and stuff, and I'm also like, there's a lot of hot people
Yeah, it's so hot.
hooking up together, and I do enjoy that while I'm learning a lesson.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so Watching You on Stan, it's out today, 6 episodes, so good. And yes, we'll link the No Filter in the show notes because the more you kind of know about Aisha D, the more you'll just want to go watch everything she's ever done.
With your interview with Aisha for No Filter, was there anything about that interview? Because that's actually a long form interview. And I feel like
Yeah, we were in this room. She was. You're
Yeah.
sitting in the same chair she was
That's
sitting
wild.
in, and not to make you feel bad about yourself, but you know how you and I just like don't touch the mic stands
Yeah.
and stuff because we're just really inept. She came in and fixed that mic stand herself. It's sitting at that
That's so
angle
embarrassing for us,
you
'cause
right
we do
now
this
because
every day.
she fixed it for you.
That's so embarrassing.
She's a doer. Can't relate.
Was there anything about what she said in that interview that surprised you?
Yeah, because and afterwards she said like, oh wow, I've never really told that story before. But I guess we just got really in depth in the hour that we were together. So she talks about getting the role of Cat on The Bold Type, which if anyone hasn't watched that show, It's one of my favorites. It's such a good comfort watch.
It is the best show.
It stars
ever.
Katie Stevens and Megan Fahey before she blew up in The White Lotus and everything she's doing
I
now.
actually rewatched The Bold Type recently.
Oh,
and
did you?
They all look so young.
They got the littlest baby faces.
I forgot
know.
how young we all were when we watched it. And also, it was around the time where I think I was only a year in at Mamma Mia. And it was the first piece of television where every single one of us who worked in that office was watching it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like every time a new episode of The Bold Type dropped, it was like an event.
It was an event.
In the Mamma Mia office.
Because it was like kind of about us.
And when we moved to our last new office, everyone was like, oh my God, we're going to be much more like The Bold Type because this has a proper lobby. And when we moved to this office, everyone's like, we're going to be even more like The Bold Type.
We are The Bold Type.
And when Aisha walked in, she was like, yeah, I'm getting that kind of that energy from you guys. And I was like, oh, we're embarrassing.
I was like, are we The Bold Type, Aisha? She's like, I guess.
Sure, if you want to be. But yes, it's based on a real life story of Joanna Coles, who's a former Cosmo editor. And it tells the story, The Bold Type, of 3 young women working at a fictional magazine called Scarlet. Yeah. So you've got Jane, who's the writer, and then Aisha D plays Kat, who's the social media gal, and then Sutton plays the fashion gal. And it's about all of their like lives, and so like their professional lives and their love lives, but mostly about their friendship, which I love.
Yeah,
it's so good. And it's so funny because in the No Filter interview we were talking about it, and Aisha said like that Megan Fahey used to say that The Bold Type is pretty much Sesame Street for adults.
Oh my God, that's so true.
Because it's like, it's so fun to watch, but you always learn a lesson after every episode.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
And also the fact that they all, like you see in the show The Bold Type, like they all became best friends through work.
Yeah.
And I feel like you rarely see that on movies and TV. It's like you always see these lifelong friendships of women who went to school together or women who went to college together. And this was the first time I saw friendships that were formed at work. Yeah. And that was such a revelation for me because I was like, oh my God, they've only been best friends for like 2 years.
Yeah. And what we know to be like statistically correct is that most adults, particularly women, make their adult friendships at work.
Yeah.
Like where else are you going to meet people really?
Exactly.
And so it was really interesting to watch these women who it's like their work, their colleagues became their family, which I don't know, it's something I've experienced, something I know you've experienced.
Yeah.
We've experienced
I literally
together.
held my roommate at the time, Lucy Neville's hands.
Yeah,
and I was like,
who you met at work?
I was like, it's true. It happens who I met at work.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is us.
It's us. Anyway, it's such a good show. So anyway, I was asking Aisha about getting that role, and she said she was initially quite nervous to play Kat on The Bold Type because Kat is a big part of Kat's character is that she is a queer woman, and as she discovers that in the show, she becomes a very proud and loud queer woman, and she becomes a real advocate, and that's a huge part of her storyline throughout The Bold Type. And Aisha D was saying something she hadn't really talked about much before is that at the time she knew she was queer, but she was very much in the closet, and she was very nervous about coming out, and she sometimes felt, she said it was very hard to play on screen the thing you want, that she wanted to be a very out and proud queer woman, but she was quite nervous about that behind the scenes. And so she kept that in. And she said that fans, because the show became such a huge hit and became syndicated across the world, she said that she would be walking through the streets and people would come up to her and hug her and say, Kat helped me come out. Kat helped me like realize I was queer. Kat did all these things. And she's like, she loved that, but she's also like, I can't do that. That's not. So when she did come out, and she said it was like a long process of coming out and telling different people, and sometimes it went well and sometimes it didn't, but she said that she did find like a little bit of strength in the character of Kat and playing the thing that she wanted to be. And I just thought that was so beautiful.
That's so beautiful. And it's so interesting how it can go both ways, because I remember kind of similar but not exactly the same, obviously, when Renee Rapp was doing Sex Lives of College Girls.
Yeah.
She had to leave that show because of the identity crisis it gave her. And it's really interesting that you can play these roles where you become so connected to your character that it can also become your undoing. Yeah. And like it can show you that you either want to keep doing it because that character gives you strength, or it does the complete opposite where you have to leave and remove yourself.
Exactly. And that's the power of these kind of TV shows. I know that like some people think they're a bit naff, like, oh, The Bold Type's just a bit silly. Yeah. And I said it to Aisha, I was like, I get really defensive when a lot of critics in particular, especially a lot of like older male critics, because they're still the ones who have the jobs at like the bigger publications, were just like, oh, it's such a silly little show, or it's so frothy. And
or it's for like teenage girls.
Yeah. And I was saying like, I always find it so like irritating when shows like this, like, yes, they're not like these intense, hard dramas. But does it mean they're not a quality show? Because if this was a show about 3 young women being raped and murdered, we'd call it prestige TV.
100%.
But because it's about 3 young women going to work and like living their lives and still having really intense situations to go through, it's seen as froth.
Yeah.
And I was like, God forbid a woman just goes to work and has a friend and is not being raped in a park and her body is being found. Like we've got enough of that TV. Let's have this other side of it. And it's so funny because then Aisha was saying, she's like, yeah, I remember when the reviews came out, so many people were like, this is actually good. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Like people were shocked that it was
they
good.
were looking for something to critique about it.
They were looking to write a bad review on it because
it's like, this is a great show. Too bad it's only aimed for like young girls.
Yeah.
Like your daughter would love it.
Yeah, it's like anything for young women is written off as silly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was such a good interview. And for anyone who hasn't, I guess it's a bonus recommendation for anyone who hasn't watched The Bold Type.
Please, really honest review of The Bold Type.
No, stop it. I can't. It's too much. It is so good. We've had all the main cast of The Bold Type on The Spill.
Oh my God. We
had Katie Stevens. She was so funny. I brought that up to Aisha. We had, do you know what Megan Fahey did when she came on The Spill? I will love her forever for this, is that she was just alone she was like traveling or filming. She was alone in a hotel room.
She had an iPad mishap.
She had an iPad mishap where she couldn't sign in on her iPad and she didn't want to miss her Spill interview. So she walked around knocking on people's doors until she found an iPad to borrow.
So cute.
And then she did the interview from there and I was like, that is a professional girl. That's why you're successful. Anyone else would be like, sorry, I can't do it. So good. Anyway, watch The Bold Type. It's a throwback recommendation.
It's on
Bold
Type.
So The Bold Type's on Stan and then Watching You's also on Stan.
Okay.
So if The Bold Type.
Chad Powers is on Disney Plus.
Yeah, let's not bring that man into this. It's like you watch Watching You and you'll be like.
Damn it, I wish I recommended The Bold Type. Don't put Chad Powers. When you read the Weekend Watch article this week, pretend my name's not on Chad Powers.
Well, it's going to be.